By now, you should have written down 6 things that are important to you, 4 people, and 2 things. I'm going to be reading a story to you. And as I read the story, I want you to imagine that I'm talking about you. Really settle into the story and think about it being about you. I'm going to read for a little bit and then give you some directions and then read some more and then give you some more directions. So at some point, your teacher will be pausing the video. Think back to the end of 6th grade. Imagine you've just finished your last class, you have your shorts on, it's June 25th. All you can think of is the fact that you have the whole summer ahead of you, that soon you'll be enjoying the warmth of the sunshine, lazy days, and hanging out with your friends. Maybe you'll earn some money for that new PlayStation that you want to buy. After your last class, your friends tell you about a party tonight at a friend's house. Up until now, all the other parties that you have attended have been drug-free. You tell your parents, and they have no problem with it because you've been there before and they know that there will be adults supervising the party. You go to the party, and later on, you notice that there is a group hanging way back in the dark area of the yard. You head back there, and you're talking with your friends. In a few moments, someone pulls out a beer and starts passing it around. You have never drunken before, and you are really in a tough situation. The peer pressure is really intense, but most importantly, you notice that your friends take a drink and you want to fit in. You take a sip, and instantly you feel the alcohol lightening your mood. You have never used alcohol before, and your body knows only of zero tolerance. You feel a little braver, and you ask that person for a dance that you didn't have the courage to do before. Love this feeling, and your only concern is that your parents don't find out. You end up spending the night at your friend's house, and your parents don't have a clue. Now, it's a few weeks later, and you hear of another party. There is more alcohol, and you drink and feel drunk this time. You are definitely intoxicated and are feeling very lightheaded and dizzy. You think everything is very funny and can't understand why some of your friends, who are also drunk, are acting so crazy. Again, you don't get caught, and your parents don't find out about this. 3, 10, 18 more times this occurs. Only this time you're hanging out with older kids. They have cars, and there is no adult supervision. It's a given that there will be lots of alcohol. This type of partying has now become your regular activity. In fact, you don't even want to go to a party if there isn't alcohol. You have developed a relationship with the drug alcohol. When you develop relationships, you start to give things up. Trust with your parents as you keep sneaking around or choose not to tell them the whole truth about things. Trust with your friends. You choose new ones because the old ones don't like to party with drugs. You are now seeking out people who like to do the same thing you do, party. You have also started to sell some of your personal belongings so you have more money for alcohol and drugs. You sell your sneakers, your basketball, your video games. You use the money that is supposed to be for your PlayStation to pay for more alcohol. Now, what I want you to do is take a look at the 6 things that you wrote down. You're going to choose 3 things to give up for alcohol. You get to pick this time. You pick 3 things that you're giving up for alcohol. You can show me that you're giving it up by drawing an X through it. Now the teacher is going to pause this video to give you exactly 30 seconds to pick your 3 things. Go ahead, teacher, pause. Okay, welcome back. Take a look at what you have left on your screen. Now the story continues. It is now the end of 9th grade. Your parents have mentioned how your grades have started to fall and how you do not seem to be keeping to your curfew. They say they are concerned, and you blow off this lecture. You drink not only on weekends, but also on weekdays. You drink whenever you can. If you have a bottle in your locker, and you hope to God that you don't get scanned and busted by Dr. Wilson, a principal who's always in your face. You don't have the support of your old friends. In fact, you seem to hang around only with acquaintances. There is a loss of control, and you can feel this. A true addiction will take from you. You are no longer in control. So right now, I want you to take a look at what you have left. You're going to cross out any that are on the top row. You have to cross off two things. So cross off any that are on the top row. And if all of those are crossed off, you cross off the next one on the bottom row. You should only have one thing left. Think about that. Let that settle in for a minute. What do you have left? And what did you lose because of drugs? I want you to think about this is going to be bringing you into our exit ticket. If you don't like these feelings, you need to stay drug free. Life is about choices, and you choose your actions. Drugs do separate young people. A teenager becomes addicted to drugs way faster than an adult, and young adults have smaller bodies and a lower tolerance. They also drink to get drunk and have shorter time periods to drink due to curfews, which is really dangerous. I want you to think about these things as we move into our exit ticket.